Please be seated. Greetings. My name is Laura Todd. I'm the Assistant Director for Spiritual Wellness, and I will provide the land acknowledgement as well as the invocation for today's ceremony. The college and community of Albion reside on Anishinaabe Waki, the traditional and contemporary land of Anishinaabe people, the Three Fires Confederacy of Odawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi. Parts of what is now Michigan also include ancestral homelands of the Sauk, Meskwaki, Kickapoo, Menominee, Miami, and Peoria peoples. Our Michigan Potawatomi neighbors are survivors of ongoing colonial violence. We cannot change the past, but by reflecting on this history, may we commit to attitudes, choices, and actions that promote justice for ourselves, our neighbors, and this land. And as we invoke this history, those who wish to, let us invoke the divine with a word of prayer. If you do not feel comfortable praying, I invite you to rest and to think of the loved ones who have brought you here. I will close this prayer with Amen, but please use the language that is meaningful to you. Let us pray. Divine mystery, thank you for the thousands of people who have made this time possible, who have loved and encouraged these graduates along the way. Many are here physically, others are here virtually, and there are some whose presence echoes in memories and actions. This semester has not been easy for everyone. Please comfort those who are grieving or afraid. Help us to celebrate our graduates and give them voices to speak the truth. May they be guided in their next endeavors by the bittersweet wisdom that comes from loving and being loved in this temporary, sacred space we call the college experience. Let us be here fully now, and may we hold the bitterness and the sweetness of this day together with courage. Amen.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Stephanie Ledesma, and I will be giving the Spanish greeting. This greeting means a lot to me because I believe representation matters, and this is a celebration for our Latino, Latinx families as well. Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Stephanie Ledesma, y es un gran honor dar la bienvenida a nuestra ceremonia de graduación en español. En primer lugar, quiero darle gracias a todos los padres, amigos y asistentes que nos acompañan hoy. Sabemos que dejar ir a sus hijos a la universidad durante una pandemia no fue nada fácil, igual que para nosotros dejar a nuestras familias. Pero su apoyo, sacrificios y confianza en nosotros han sido fundamentales durante estos últimos años. Cuando comencé mi primer año en Albion, no había tantos latinos como ahora. En ese entonces, los estudiantes de último año decían lo mismo. Ahora es un orgullo decir que aún hay más latinos en Albion y solo seguimos creciendo. Y quién sabe, algún día ceremonias como estas podrían ser llevadas a cabo en español también. Por esa razón y por muchas otras, es importante para mí dar la bienvenida. Ustedes pertenecen aquí y merecen ser honrados en este día como cualquier otra persona. También quiero reconocer a los familiares y seres queridos que no pueden estar aquí presentes, pero cuyo apoyo no es olvidado. Hoy nos reunimos para celebrar a la clase de 2024 de Albion College, celebrar nuestros logros, los obstáculos que vencimos y todo lo que nos ha llevado hasta este momento. Cuando llegué, como muchos estudiantes, quería encontrar mi segundo hogar, hasta en Albion, pero la pandemia lo hizo más difícil. Sin embargo, el apoyo de ciertos profesores y administración, junto con las amistades que formé, seguía adelante. Una de mis aspiraciones era crear más espacios para estudiantes latinos donde pudieran expresarse libremente y seguir creciendo académicamente. Por ello, junto con otras 3 mujeres, fundamos la primera hermandad latina en nuestro campus, Hermandad de Sigma Iota Alpha Incorporada. Gracias a mis hermanas, encontré este sentido de pertenencia y dejamos un legado en Albion que espero que siga creciendo y floreciendo. También es importante no olvidar de dónde venimos y darle gracias a nuestros padres, gracias a los sacrificios y el apoyo incondicional de mis padres, quienes nunca dejaron de apoyarme incluso cuando decidí estudiar a miles de millas de distancia. Mis padres me dieron todas las herramientas necesarias y por eso estoy muy agradecida y bendecida. María del Rosario González Méndez, Edith Ledesma Vargas, este título es para ustedes. También quiero mencionar a toda mi familia, a mi hermana Kimberly y a mi familia que no pudo estar aquí, pero sé que están viendo la transmisión en vivo y sé que me apoyan todo el tiempo. También quiero honrar a mi abuelito José Abel y abuelita Virginia, que desde el cielo están celebrando este día conmigo. Por último, clase de 2024. Para algunos de nosotros somos primera generación graduándonos de la universidad. Otros somos primera generación en los Estados Unidos, entre otras. Cada quien tiene su propia historia, pero recuerden que estos espacios no fueron creados para nosotros. No tuvimos acceso a las mismas oportunidades y privilegios, pero hemos llegado hasta aquí por nuestros propios méritos. No duden ni por un segundo que merecen todos sus logros y todo lo bueno por venir. Las experiencias vividas en Albion nos han brindado las habilidades para todo lo que sigue. Así que avancemos juntos, utilicemos los conocimientos, habilidades, conexiones y educación para cambiar la historia en nuestras comunidades. Felicidades, gracias, clase de 2024. Gracias.
Thank you, Laura and Stephanie, for those inspiring start to our ceremony. Good afternoon. I'm honored to welcome you, trustees, faculty, staff, students, families, and friends gathered here in Albion, as well as remotely, as we celebrate the incredible achievement of the class of 2024. Class of 2024, this is your time, but first, I want to acknowledge those who have helped you arrive at this moment. My thanks to the dedicated faculty and staff whose mission-driven work in and out of the classroom has contributed to the experiences of our students and this class. Through much adversity over the past 4 years, you have helped shape, support, and mentor this class and their experiences. That work will carry forward to benefit these graduates and their communities for years and for miles beyond this moment and place. Colleagues, would you please stand to be recognized? To the parents, guardians, grandparents, loved ones, and close supporters who helped our graduates arrive at Albion and supported them through their journeys, thank you. Your role in supporting, loving, guiding, and caring for this class very much made their successful experiences here possible. This is your moment too. Will families and supporters of our graduates please stand to be recognized? Turn around. So, to the class of 2024, my sincere congratulations. Your Albion experience is unlike any before, and you have weathered challenges and adversity in ways and learned lessons through this that will truly set you on a path of success in life. Most of you never had a high school graduation, and if you did, it was likely from the inside of a vehicle with a mask or watching from the living room of your home. You took a leap of faith joining the Albion community in the fall of 2020, considering that most of you likely never had the opportunity to visit Albion in person before making your decision to enroll here. With a vibrant residential campus being a hallmark of the Albion experience, no one could have predicted that we have to resort to welcoming your class to campus with a socially distanced smile behind a face mask, or that we need to ask you to take serial COVID tests, distance yourselves from your fellow classmates, alter your class schedules, attend club and advisor meetings via Zoom. To be sure, your time on campus was altered in unimaginable ways by the COVID pandemic, a series of national reckonings around social justice and belonging, a political and 24-hour cable news environment that promotes division versus unity, and by any other number of issues. These moments of adversity, challenge, and despair did not define you. Rather, how you responded to these moments and hurdles has. You defined yourself with hard work and persistence and resilience showed en route to completing internships, honors theses, summer research, and creative work, majors, minors, concentrations, and unprecedented times. You should be confident that you can take on any challenge that lies before you successfully. You're here today as soon-to-be graduates of this amazing college, and you are equipped with knowledge, skills, experiences, and endless pivot points that will forever benefit you. And you're not alone. You have gained lifelong friends and mentors here that'll be with you throughout your life in moments of challenge and in moments of celebration. The faculty and staff mentors who supported you during your time here will not forget about you, and I ask that you not forget about them. We are mission-driven educators and professionals, and you are our mission. We are invested in your future as anyone can be. We want to know what differences you are making in the world and how your time here, both the trying and the jubilant, have helped you in your journey. Please stay in touch. And personally, thank you for letting me be a small part of your journey. Signing your diplomas gave me a great deal of joy as I remembered interactions with many of you and watching you shine in so many ways over the last year. Although our paths only crossed for a year, this class will always be special to me. And I thank you for welcoming me warmly, as well as my family, and Godspeed in your journeys ahead. I now turn to recognize members of the graduating class who have earned the status of Albion College Fellow for attaining a 3.7 GPA for 3 successful semesters, while carrying 4 units of credit and being graded in at least 3 of those courses. This honor is only given once during a student's Albion career. Will all Albion College Fellows please stand to be recognized? At the beginning of today's ceremony, students carried flags representing the nations of members of the graduating class. These student flag bearers graduate today with a cumulative GPA of 4.0. Flag bearers, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations to you and all members of the class of 2024 for your significant achievements, both in and out of the classroom. We really are proud of you.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to honor 4 retiring members of Albion's faculty for their outstanding service and dedication. Bindu Madhak, Professor of Philosophy, would you please stand and be recognized? For Bindu Madhak, the last 34 years have been a labor of love, engaging students to appreciate and enjoy the study of philosophy. Her impact on Albion from a wide variety of majors cannot be overstated. Of the 15 courses she created, 13 have focused on ethical theory, as well as its application to areas as diverse as medicine, law, public policy, the environment, neuroscience, business, and international development. In addition to philosophy majors, nearly every Ford and Gerstacker Institute member, along with every business major, has taken one of Professor Madhak's courses as a graduation requirement. Madhak served a total of 19 years chairing 2 different departments, philosophy for 12 years and international studies for 7 years, and has been awarded both the John W. Porter Endowed Professorship and the Slate Endowed Chair of Leadership Studies, along with the Teacher of the Year Award and the Richard Baird Faculty Leadership Award. In retirement, Dr. Madhak will continue her research and writing on meta-ethics and international development ethics, work that over the years earned her 14 Albion College faculty development grants, and which she both presented at conferences and published in journals. Madhak will always cherish her close faculty friendships, her collegial relations with so many peers, and her mentoring of students. Bindu will become Emeritus Professor upon retirement. Thank you, Bindu. Paul Anderson, Professor of Mathematics and Computer Science. Please stand. Today we recognize you for your outstanding service. While Paul Anderson has taught nearly every math class and many of the computer science classes offered by his department, his tenure has been marked by a love for and an interest in colleagues and offices around campus. He mentions being hired, tenured, and retiring alongside of philosophy professor Bindu Madhak as one of his career highlights. Anderson was a co-recipient of Scholar of the Year because of a research collaboration with biology professor Dale Kennedy. He served the provost office as a data analyst for retention efforts and was invited onto theses committees for students studying physics, psychology, communications, and biology. A devoted fan of Britain football, Anderson spent many years helping former coach Rundle recruit new students. With research interests spanning theoretical time series analysis and applied hydrology and climatology, Anderson published articles everywhere, from the Annals of Statistics to water resources research. At last year's commencement, Anderson had another proud achievement. He had the opportunity to present physics alumnus and NASA astronaut Josh Cassada, 1995 grad, for an honorary doctorate. Paul will become an emeritus professor upon retirement. Please join me in thanking Paul once again. Diane Genenlely, professor of French, is unfortunately not in attendance with us today, but please help me recognize her significant achievements. A case could be made that Diane Genenlely has spent the past 37 years bringing the Francophone world to Albion, while taking a lot of Albion to the Francophone world. Her work developing an innovative first-year seminar contributed to French Albion partnerships for the Economics and Management Department and for the Albion College piano competition. Her longtime leadership of the Community Sister City program has resulted in national awards, with thousands of school children, senior citizens, elected officials, college students, and residents of all three cities traveling back and forth for more than 20 years. Genenlely's French courses have included field trips to Quebec and Louisiana, providing her students with life-changing experiences of culture and language. Genenlely has received numerous awards for teaching, scholarship, and service at Albion College, including the Howard L. McGregor Jr. Professorship in the Humanities and the Phi Beta Kappa Scholar of the Year Award. A scholar of historic and contemporary culture in the New Orleans region, Genenlely also served Albion for 5 years as associate provost. Diane became an emeritus professor upon retirement, which happened last December. Please join me in recognizing Diane's legacy. And last, our next honoree is Mark Hoffland. He's staff instructor of theater. He is also sadly not in attendance, but he is watching the ceremony online and recovering from a recent surgery. I know you will help me recognize his unwavering commitment to Albion College students. Mark came to Albion 20 years ago as the theater department's technical director, but since then, he's done everything except for appear on stage or sew a costume. Hofflin has supervised hundreds of students, learning how to build sets, run sound, design lighting, and has directed even more students in nearly 30 productions. In the classroom for 19 years, Hofflin has taught upper-level courses in history and analysis, along with Introduction to Theater and a first-year seminar he designed and has taught for the last 7 years. He has also directed and designed the set for Thread of the Warp, Albion's only performance to enter the American College Theater Festival for more than 30 years. During most of his time at Albion College, Hofflin also judged the Michigan High School Thespian Festival and the Michigan High School One Act Festival. Please help me honor Mark virtually for his work on behalf of our students and campus. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Leroy Wright, and I have the honor of serving as Vice President for Student Development and Dean of Students. It is my opportunity to ask that you join me in welcoming to the stage Mackenzie Rundo and Eddie Cardew. Mackenzie will sound the senior class horn, assisted by Eddie. Every year during the college's annual Day of Woden, members of the graduating class compete for the honor of sounding the horn at commencement. Competition was tough, but you might say Mackenzie, a trombone player in the Britain Brigade, was destined for this opportunity. More history about the Day of Woden and the horn is located in your program. Mackenzie and Eddie, are you ready? Let's give Mackenzie a big hand. Great job, Mackenzie and Eddie. And as I always do, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can do better than that. 1, 2, 3.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation where there is not a cause for alarm.
The first US case has been detected.
There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
China is urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus.
Public high schools throughout Santa Maria and Orcutt celebrated graduation through virtual and modified in-person events today. News Channel reporter Patricia Martellotti went to the ceremonies as students reflected on graduating during a pandemic.
Project X. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Hit it once, no time. Side up, fuck, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up your 5.
Okay, Holly. Hey.
What I'm going to miss the most is the community that I was able to build on campus, from faculty and staff to just friends.
Albion is like a little community that everybody knows everybody.
There's no dull face. I always get to see my friends every day.
Connections you build are limitless. You are able to connect with pretty much everybody that is on campus.
They're amazing. I feel like everyone who gets into Albion is an amazing person.
Very cool. Next, 4 seniors who are exceptional scholars and terrific citizens of the Albion College community will offer their reflections. Sheridan Leinbach, Rodney Mitchell, Amina Injanash, and Lolo Reed. Brief bios of each speaker are included in the back of today's program. Sheridan.
Hello, class of 2024, and thank you to the faculty, staff, families, friends here today. My name is Sheridan Leinbach. I'm the outgoing Senate President of 2 terms and a proud member of the class of 2024. Woo! I know some of us never thought that this day would come, but we made it. We finally get to walk this stage. For the majority of us, this is a first. We didn't get to walk the stage or shake our principal's hand or celebrate our accomplishments with friends and family, making today all that more special. COVID took a lot from each of us individually, but we've also gained so much. Since we first arrived on campus, it has been a roller coaster. We survived a global pandemic, which sent us home on 2 separate occasions. We have had 3 presidents and 3 administrations. I think that's a record. And countless Detroit Free Press articles. We joined clubs that met outside in tents and in the dark. We became friends walking with each other to COVID testing sites every week and trying to figure out whatever the latest app was. Let's all take a second and delete those really quick. If y'all want to join me, we can delete those. Yet somehow, through it all, we thrived, winning national titles in athletics, establishing new organizations on campus, reviving dying or dead organizations, bringing back traditions lost during COVID, and creating new traditions. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that we have left our mark on Albion College. There's no forgetting us or deleting us from the history books. We have all come to call Albion home, living with or just across the halls from our closest friends. Never again will this closeness happen. But as we scatter to graduate school, work, hometowns, and new cities, these connections will sustain. There will always be a central location, Albion, to travel back, to reminisce on the Albion advantage, and say it was great to be a Brit. Unlike most classes and generations before us, we were thrust into adulthood a little too early. But because of this, we've learned the power of transparency, collaboration, compromise, and working towards something larger than any of us individually. These lessons have shaped our time here and will carry us far beyond. So it's time to walk the stage for the majority of us for the first time, for some of us, the only time, and for some of y'all, just the first of many. We've left huge shoes to fill and a lasting impression. So let's take this next step with everything we've learned and become alumni of Albion College. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Okay. My name is Rodney Mitchell, and I am a proud graduate of the class of 2024. I stand before you all as the only African-American student in this class to graduate with Albion College honors. I also stand before you guys as the newly elected member of the Albion College Board of Trustees. A Lux Fiat Award winner, a charter member and the vice president of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, yo noobs, the first and only historically Black Greek fraternity on this campus. I do not say any of this to seem boastful, but to highlight a very important quote. And that quote is as follows: "The true measure of an individual is not in their accomplishments, their successes, their wins, or their losses. The true measure of an individual is in the amount of lives they impact, the amount of people that they can touch." Albion College graduates, we can do that. We have that power. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my resilient fellow graduates of the class of 2024, as I stand before you today, my heart swells with an overwhelming mix of emotions. From gratitude to pride to humility, and above all, a profound love for each and every one of you who have been a part of this transformative journey. We are not just classmates, but we are a family. I'm gonna say that again. We are not just classmates, but we are a family bound together by shared experiences, whether that's COVID or whether that's winning national championships. Our challenges and our triumphs have shaped us into the resilient individuals we are today. Today marks a pivotal moment in our lives, a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Each one of us has faced unique challenges and hurdles along the way, but it is these very challenges that have molded us into the resilient individuals we are today. We have not only learned from our triumphs, but also from our setbacks, understanding that every experience, whether good or bad, contributes to our growth and development. I still remember the day I first arrived at Albion College. A young, wide-eyed freshman filled with both excitement and a lot of anxiety. Like many of you, I was stepping into the world of unknown, driven by dreams and aspirations, but also faced with uncertainties. Growing up as an inner-city black kid on the east side of Saginaw, Michigan, I faced challenges that many could never imagine. The traumas of a violent environment and the pressure of being my mother's youngest and first child to pursue higher education often left me feeling confined, limited, and uncertain of my own potential. After arriving to Albion College, a spark ignited within me. A burning desire to defy the odds, to break free from the chains of limited exposure, and to pursue a path that would not only redefine my life, but also inspire others to dream beyond their circumstances. Albion College quickly became a sanctuary for me, a place where I found support, inspiration, and the courage to pursue my dream of becoming a surgeon, specifically a neurosurgeon, that will positively impact the lives of misrepresented and underserved communities suffering from healthcare inequities and disparities. The resilience and strength of my classmates, each with their own unique stories and struggles, have been a constant source of inspiration. Together, we have faced a global pandemic, dealt with personal and academic struggles. In 3 years, we scared away 3 presidents. This last one's a little tough. We'll break them. And yet, we have still emerged stronger than ever. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, it is essential to remember the values that Albion has instilled in us. Values of integrity, compassion, and community. These are not just words, but principles to live by as we navigate the complexities of the walls outside of here. We are entering a world that is in desperate need of leaders who are not only competent, but compassionate, who can bridge divides and foster unity and understanding among diverse communities. I urge each and every one of you to use the education you have received here for a catalyst to change. Be the voice for those who are unheard. Advocate for those who are marginalized. And strive to make a positive impact and whatever path you choose to pursue. Remember that you have the power to make a difference. As Nelson Mandela powerfully stated, education is the weapon which you can use to change the world. Albion College has armed us with that weapon to change our world. Let this be our guiding principle as we embark on a new journey. Let us continue to learn, to grow, and to strive for excellence in all that we do. And let us never forget the community that has shaped us, the friendships that have sustained us, and the dreams that have inspired us. To my family and friends, thank you for your unwavering support and your unconditional love. To Brandon, Dima, and Cassidy, thank you. Thank you for being that beacon of light in times of darkness. Thank you, staff. Thank you, faculty, for your commitment to impacting students and helping them achieve their goals. And to my bond of brothers, the greatest fraternity I know of, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Thank you for showing me that brotherhood has nothing to do with your DNA, your genetics, or any of those things they teach us in biology. Sorry. But it has everything to do with the bonds we build, the trust we share, and the love we cultivate. Lastly, I want to give a special thank you to the woman who has been my rock throughout this entire journey, my mom. Mom, your love, encouragement, and sacrifices have been the foundation of my success. Words cannot express how grateful I am for everything you've done for me. Thank you, Mom, for being my hero and my inspiration. I love you more than words can say. In class of 2024, the world awaits your talents, your passion, and your commitment to making a difference. Congratulations on this memorable achievement, and may your journey ahead be filled with success, fulfillment, and endless possibilities. Go Brits!
Wow, you made it really hard for me, Rodney. Got emotional. All right, my name is Amina. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so proud to be first international student to be here standing on this platform making the speech for the first time. It's my pleasure to stand here and be the voice of my fellow 2024 graduates through my story. As the oldest daughter in my family with the younger 3 siblings, I have always tried to be their role model. I realized that education isn't just the solution to many problems, but rather the very bedrock upon which dreams take flight. Ever since I was a little kid, I dreamed of pursuing higher education in America and found myself in the heart of Michigan. I believe that opportunity is not simply handed to us, but rather it's earned by those who seek it with consistency and determination. I'm forever thankful to Albion College for turning countless dreams, including mine as a girl from a small country in Central Asia called Mongolia, turning into a reality. Albion not only prepared me to academically competitive enough to accept my dream job offer and accepted to prestigious grad schools such as U Michigan, Columbia, Drexel, you name it, but it also helped me to become a well-rounded young woman through its liberal arts education and diverse campus involvement opportunities. When we first came here, I think every one of us had a mixed feeling of fear, excitement, and hope. Hope to succeed, whether you're from Michigan, whether you're from across the country, or across the world like me. And here we are today, adding a new chapter to the shared tale of perseverance, possibility, and reaching one of the greatest milestones in our lives. We achieved this by holding each other tight. Our strength lies in our unity, our capacity to lean one another through tough times. The class of 2024 has survived through weekly COVID tests, social isolations, and change in the college leaderships, but we're fortunate enough to welcome our new president, of course. But we still somehow went out to the frat basements with our masks on, even if it was suffocating, if you know what I mean. I was often asked if it was too difficult for being far from home. Yes, there were times when I held back my tears, feeling homesick and guilty not being there for my family when I lost my grandpa and uncle, who are probably watching us today. Being far from home is hard, but having less opportunities is also hard. So I had to choose my heart, just like everybody else here standing or sitting. But it gets so much easier with the people who offered invaluable solace and support and proved the sacrifice was more than worth it, and transforming this campus into my beloved sanctuary. Therefore, I'm deeply thankful to the President's Office for entrusting me with this opportunity to share this with you all on this special day. Sincere thanks to the Departments of Economics and Management, Mathematics and Computer Science, my faculty advisor, Dr. Seola Kim, in Pertins Brown Honors Program, my colleagues and supervisors at the library, always supporting me, the Sisters of Delta Gamma, Greek life organizations, fraternities, and sororities, all my friends and fellow Mongolians on campus, and all the faculty and staff members who support me on this journey. I'm thankful for my family, friends, and relatives. Last but not least, Mom and Dad, can you raise your hand? Raise your hand. My eternal champions who gave me this beautiful life and traveled across the world just to see me standing here today. Mom and Dad, your work made it all possible. You made it all possible. I want to say shout out to all the families who made this all possible for their daughters and sons to be here. But it's bittersweet to leave our nest where we've grown, stumbled, and stood back together. Now, as we spread back our wings to soar in our own directions, there is a new beginning awaiting us ahead at even greater heights. But remember, no matter where you end up flying, once a Brit, always a Brit. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for Albion making this such beautiful experience and everything you've given to us. Thank you so much.
Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing? Now, I'm going to need a little bit of participation from y'all because y'all sitting a little bit too quiet for me. So can everybody clap if you're having a good time? Okay, how about you clap if you're ready to go? Are y'all ready to go already? We just getting started. All right, how about clap if you're ready to graduate? I know I am. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lauren Reed, but most of you know me as Lolo. I was born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan, and I wear many hats. I'm a biology major, a general member of the Wilson Institute of Medicine, the vice president of the Sigma Zeta chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the only child to Andre and Lisa Reed, and so many more. Life is unpredictable. We all face challenges in various forms, whether that's a personal loss, getting a bad grade on an exam, or dealing with the difficulties that life has to offer. But how we manage, handle, and overcome these challenges truly defines us. I believe a resilient person adopts the ability to regulate and control their internal environment in the face of external stressors. Instead of being stuck in a cycle of negativity, we must fight with persistent thoughts of positivity. Over my 4 years of being a Brit, I learned that I had to stop whining over things that didn't go my way and start searching for the solutions that mirror the outcome I wanted to see. From the conversations with various professors, coaches, and staff over the years, the collective tone was practice makes perfect. Whether that's getting in the gym to perfect my shot against a crucial opponent, or continuously attending office hours to understand any material that seemed confusing during lecture. The various obstacles that life throws at us are hidden opportunities for personal growth and teaching valuable lessons. The obstacles also assist in us reaching our highest potential. The power of resilience that we have stretches back to 2020 when we started our collegiate careers at the height of a pandemic. We persevered through campus restrictions, decreased academic motivation, those extremely uncomfortable nose swabs, and those weekly COVID tests. Through it all, we survived, and today we're graduating. In my sophomore year, I was diagnosed with alopecia areata. At the time, I wasn't used to the newfound stressors in my life, and my body responded with hair loss. To reduce the amount of hair I was losing, I altered how I responded to the external factors that affected my mental health. After various trips to the dermatologist, home remedies, and lots of prayer, I am happy to announce that I no longer have alopecia. Recognizing the signs of your body's stress responses and learning how to respond to those signs can assist in building the emotional, intellectual, and physical strength that comprise resilience. Mastering your stress response can also prepare you to tackle future stressors that might arise later on in life. So here's my message to you, the graduating class of 2024. As we transition into a true adulthood, we must shift our attitude of resiliency from our collegiate days into our everyday lives. Yes, mom and dad will always still be a call away, but now it's our responsibility to face adversity head on according to how we see fit. You might not receive a call back from the job you wanted, or the school you applied to might not think you're a great fit. But I want you to remember that rejection doesn't define you as much as you let it define yourself. Begin to alter your perspective of failure, because without it, we will be less capable of compassion, growth, and high achievement. Just because you failed at something doesn't mean that you are a failure. Keep applying, keep pushing, and most of all, keep fighting. Our story of resilience began from our first days of stepping on this campus, and they certainly don't end today. Thank you.
Can we have another round of applause for our incredible senior speakers? And if you talk to Rodney afterwards, please just say nice things. I work for him now, so I appreciate it. Provost Lewis.
Mr. President, at this time, I have the honor of presenting Mari A. Ditzler, our commencement speaker, for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. "10 minutes from now, everyone in this audience will know that Albion's 16th president, Mari Ditzler, loves to tell stories and share a unique brand of wisdom. Hopefully, I'm not stepping on his address with this thought. A wise Albion College leader once remarked that academia is a lot like farming. You get about 40 seasons, or academic years, to do something right and leave something lasting. It is a joy today to celebrate the many somethings that Mari Ditzler gave to academia in general and Albion in particular. Mari Ditzler's wealth of knowledge and experience, combined with his respect and love for all around him, led to 6 remarkable years of growth and accomplishments for our Albion community. Between 2014 and 2020, he raised $100 million for new programs and scholarships, expanded the academic curriculum to include classes in business and pre-medicine, finalized a gift to establish the Cutler Center for Student Success, and secured TRIO grant funding. and created partnership with the city that resulted in a new hotel, restaurants, and shops. President Ditzler moved the president's residence back to campus and deepened the college's community engagement by making the Ludington Center and Washington Gardner available for community use, and encouraging campus constituents to hold events in the downtown Bohm Theater. President Ditzler's vision for what Albion College could be further included a commitment to a campus that looked more like 21st century America. During his tenure, Albion increased its percentage of out-of-state and first-generation students, with the percentage of Black and Latinx students climbing well above 30%. And this increase in diversity occurred simultaneously with the matriculation of several of the largest classes in Albion history. President Ditzler previously served as president of Monmouth College, where he led their largest capital campaign, and advanced curricular improvements and enrollment numbers. He held senior leadership positions at his alma mater, Wabash College, and Millikan University, and spent 15 years as a member of the chemistry faculty at the College of the Holy Cross in Massachusetts, where he won a National Teaching Award. President Ditzler and his junior high school sweetheart, Judy, own a fruit farm in West Central Indiana. Mr. President, Mari A. Ditzler.
Maury Ditzler, we can look around right now and see many results of your successful seasons at Albion, in the wonderful diversity of our students and their families and friends, in the community-focused work of our faculty and staff, and in the devotion of alumni who appreciate your leadership and vision. In many ways, you and this class have a lot in common. You both missed graduations in 2020, and it gives me great joy to be able to welcome you back to Albion today for this momentous occasion and to celebrate the legacy that you and this class leave our Albion, dear Albion. To quote a former president again, this degree commemorates the certainty that you have delivered on the promise we saw in you. We are grateful for your service and for the love you brought to your work here. And on a personal note, thank you for your mentorship that you provided me throughout my journey to Albion. By the authority vested in me by the state of Michigan and by the Board of Trustees of Albion College, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereunto.
Thank you so much for those kind words. I was thinking about you as I was reflecting on my Albion experience and thinking about that first year I arrived. And colleges have their different struggles at different times. And that year, we really needed a big admissions class. Our numbers were down dramatically. We had a couple of empty living units. And it's hard to recruit when the dormitory across from admissions is mothballed, right? People wonder what's going on, right? And so we said, we need at least 100 more students in next year's class than this one, and that's a hard task. And we started the year, and things seemed to be kind of moving slowly. And Mandy was doing great work in admissions, but we just weren't getting traction. And I remember thinking, you know, we've got to bring in our competitive advantage, and that's our faculty. We've got to get them even more involved in admissions. I wonder how I could do that. So I learned to turn to Lisa, and I said, Lisa, would you give up your next year in chemistry and become an admissions person? Work full-time in admissions and make sure that we get coordination between the good work of the faculty and the admissions office. And you did that. And it took a while to get going, but we hit our stride in the spring, and it looked like we were running behind the previous year, but we had this wonderful April and May, and we were 100 students over the previous year. That was an exciting time, and you made that happen, Lisa, and it was important for Albion that that happened. So it reminds me that I've always been fond of a book called Good to Great, kind of a management guide written by Jim Collins, and he gives lots of advice, and one of his pieces of advice is you got to get the right people on your bus. And then after you get the right people in your bus, you got to make certain they get in the right seat. And so Lisa was on our bus, and she was a good person. What we needed to do that year was we needed to get her into a seat that she couldn't imagine holding, and that was absolutely a super year. And Wayne, yesterday, during my address to the lacrosse students, I talked about a presidential search advisor who said to me, you know, search committees, they think they know what they're looking for, but when it comes right down to it and you get 3 candidates on campus, they will always pick the tallest. And if they're of equal height, they will always pick the one with the flashiest neckwear. And so, Wayne, you got me beat there on tall, right? You know, and I saw a pretty nice purple tie you had on, but if you ever run out, I have at least 50 purple ties in my closet, and I haven't worn a single one since I retired. So come by, and I can give you plenty. That's the conventional wisdom. My thinking, from many experience of watching presidents and being a president, is the single most important trait for a president is empathy. And it's hard to express, but it should be easy, because everyone we interact with, whether students or faculty or trustees, are people of good, noble intentions who are here for good reasons and care about the education of students and changing the world. And as a president, we get to interact with those people all the time, and empathizing and making sure that good things happen for them is what makes a good president. And everything I've heard about you, and everything I've known about you, and everything I've heard you say suggests to me that you exude empathy. So I think the future is really bright for Albion College. Now, I'm going to come down and get a little closer to this class, because I think you're a remarkable class. I wish I'd gotten to know you better. I sent you some videos when you were being recruited. Some of you might remember those. But, you know, I've listened to you today, and I've listened to speeches, and the best set of student speeches I have ever heard at a graduation. So much of what I was going to say, you've said, right? Talk about resiliency. I think resiliency is so important. It's one of the most important traits that you pick up. We talked about that. But, those talks in baccalaureate, right? If you didn't attend baccalaureate and you're around here in a junior, go to baccalaureate next year, because there were some great presentations at baccalaureate. Can I see a wave from our baccalaureate speakers? They just, you folks said some really, really super things. Liked them a lot. Now, if any of you remember the videos I sent you during that year that we recruited by video, I told you that a list had just come out, a list that looked very reputable, that listed the 30 best universities and colleges in the Midwest. And I said, this has got to be a reputable list, because you look at that list and you recognize those schools. Those are internationally known institutions. They are truly the best. And what was fascinating was, if you put that list alphabetical, number 1 on that list was Albion College. So you might remember getting that video. Now, of course, that should have caused you to worry. Right? It should have caused you to worry, because an institution doesn't become one of the best without pushing its students to the limit, so that they have the resiliency that when they graduate, they accomplish remarkable things. Because it is the accomplishment of our graduates that set that reputation, right? So we knew it was going to be difficult. You knew it was going to be difficult when you took the job, but you did it anyway, and now you're well prepared for the challenges of going out there and doing even better things as graduates, so that reputation continues. Now, there was another list that I talked about that year, and it was a shorter list. Albion was on a list of the 10 most rapidly improving liberal arts colleges in the country. Right? Exciting to be on that list, because you looked at them and you say, yes, I know that college. They're doing great things. Albion was on that list as well. You know, it's kind of neat to be one of the 30 best already and one of the most rapidly improving. That suggests that you're going to be in a really good place soon. But again, another worry, rapidly improving. I hope that many of you go to work for organizations that are moving up and that you help move them up. But a warning in advance on that is probably you've seen it here. If an institution is getting better, it's going to be chaotic. Right? Of all the people I interviewed to be vice president, the only one still standing is Leroy Wright. And he knows that when I interviewed vice presidents, I let everyone else ask all the questions they wanted. And at the very end, I would ask one question, and that was, how are you with chaos? Right? And if they were good with chaos, they were good with me. Because we were going to be working at becoming better. And you know, becoming a better organization is a lot like climbing a mountain blindfolded. You know, if you claim you're trying to become better, but you're really not, you're probably not climbing a mountain. You're probably wandering around on the plains somewhere. And if you wander around the plains blindfolded, you're not going to trip and fall over occasionally. You're not going to get better either. But if you're climbing a mountain blindfolded, you're going to be going up that peak, but every once in a while you're going to take a step that takes you off a cliff and you're going to tumble down a little bit. And then everybody has to scramble and get back on the feet and start moving up again, right? Because you're committed to getting better. And there are all these steps, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's what creates chaos in an organization, but it's also what moves an organization forward. So I am remarkably upbeat on this institution. It is one of the best colleges out there. It's taken 100 years to get there, but it's here. It has a remarkable faculty, and no matter what, if you've got a remarkable faculty, you're going to get a good education. It's got graduates who are going to go out and make really good things happen. So we are on the ascendancy. We're strong. There's a little chaos. We got to work on things, but that's the nature of getting better all the time. Now, since you have graduated from a really good college, and 20 years from now, it's going to be even better, people out there are going to expect a lot of you. They're going to say, you went to Albion College, we're going to have to put you in a leadership position. And sometimes you're going to say, wait a minute, I'm good, I had a good education, but that good? Am I ready for that? And you will be if you nurture your education as you go along. Now, some of you are going to go to medical school and law school, and you're going to learn more things, and that's really good. And some of you are going to read all the time and do continuous learning, and that's great. But I'm always intrigued by how students take the education they already have, and they nurture it, and they reflect on it, and it gets better and better all the time. You think it's good now? 50 years from now, you'll say, my, I had no idea how good that Albion education was, because you won't have seen examples of how it works. You won't have figured out how 2 courses were connected. It might take you 30 years for that to happen. It might be 20 years from now, you're talking about an idea and you're saying, wait a minute, I read a novel the other day. You know, almost 50 years ago, I read Pudd'nhead Wilson by Mark Twain in Professor Fertig's American Literature class. I didn't think about that for 48 years. And the other day, we were talking about nature versus nurture, and suddenly I said, you know, I think there's some insight from Pudd'nhead Wilson that we talked about. I got to go back and reread that novel, right? So things that you didn't understand, you will come to understand as you progress. And so you reflect and you'll make things better. And what I thought I would do here to wrap up is to talk to you about 3 things that I've thought a lot about since graduation that have enriched my education, just to kind of give you a hint of how this works and think that they might be some things that you reflect on. And they come from stories. And you know, to make the first long story shorter, I was struggling with sophomore organic chemistry. Anybody struggle with sophomore organic chemistry in this room? A few people, right? It's a kind of a time-honored tradition to do that. The reason that happens is that organic chemistry is, for many people, the first course that you can't get through by memorizing. Right? It's when you discover this liberal arts idea that you've got to figure out how to think instead of memorizing. Right? And thinking is much scarier than memorizing. Right? So you try to put it off as long as possible. And so I was struggling in that course in the 2nd semester. So I thought, I'm going to take this course pass-fail because I'm not too excited about the scores I'm getting on the exams. And I tried to do that, but they pointed out to me that you couldn't take a course in your major pass-fail, and I was a chemistry major. So I said, I got that covered. I'm going to change my major. I'll be something else. I'll be a lawyer or something. And so I got to change a major for him, and I got a pass-fail for him, and I went to see the chair, who was a really scary person, scariest person in the college. And I says, I need you to sign these 2 forms. And he signed the pass-fail form and threw away the change of major form. And I said, wait a minute, I got to have both of them. You know, it's against the rules to take this course pass-fail if I'm not a major. And he said something that stuck with me for years and I thought about so many times. He said, if you're going to run a rigorous liberal arts college, you have to realize that students are more important than rules. What a fascinating concept. Students are more important than rules. The welfare of a student is more important than rules. And you know, I've reflected on that and expanded that over the years. I mean, what he was really saying is, don't be memorizing rules. Be thinking about the important things in life. You know, kind of don't memorize, think. What's funny was he was telling me how to master organic chemistry in the next couple of weeks, right? Which at some point I got the hang of. He was also just talking about lots of interesting things about colleges. For a time, I worked at a men's college that had a one-phrase code of conduct, right? Instead of the long code of conduct, the phrase was simply, be a gentleman. And that's supposed to cover, that idea is supposed to cover every possible rule that you might have in a code of conduct. It kind of worked. It's a neat liberal arts idea. I sometimes think back that Leroy and I should have talked about that, and we should have come up with a rule, something like, be honorable, right? And you know, be honorable, that ought to cover just about anything that the Dean of Students worries about. When I was a science faculty member and thinking about innovation in curriculum, I got to thinking, I thought, do we really need courses in introductory chemistry and introductory biology? We ought to just have some really general principles that are true in science. And so, you know, instead of teaching specific chemistry and biology, you ought to teach things like graphs are great ways to discern trends, and equations are great ways to store data, and models are great ways to understand complex systems. So I thought about that idea over and over again. When I was on this campus beginning my Albion adventure, and I gave a speech out here, and I was thinking about that concept, and I was looking at the chapel and thinking about the Methodist heritage, and I got thinking about when Jesus was asked, of all the rules, what's the most important? And he said, you don't have to memorize lots of rules. Love God and love your neighbor. If you love God and love your neighbor, you got it covered, right? And again, that liberal arts idea that came from our heritage that's in there so much. Don't memorize, think. And during my career, over and over, that idea has become absolutely crucial. I should also say that the chemistry professor said to me, if you're going to run a rigorous college, and he was referring to himself because he violated the rule. He didn't say if the president's going to run a college or the trustees are going to run a college. He said, if we, the faculty, if I'm going to run a rigorous college, you have to be able to violate the rules, which is a really important concept there, just reminding me early on that it wasn't presidents and it wasn't trustees. It's you folks that run the college and make or violate the rules. Now, let me move on very quickly to two other ideas. One of them is, and it fits in so well with what I heard from you in baccalaureate. Halfway through my academic career, people started talking about the idea that liberal arts colleges were colleges where students discovered their vocation. And that had been a topic or a term that we used 100 years ago, but we had dropped it out of our vernacular because it kind of bespoke of the old days when we would imagine that there was a divine purpose figured out for our lives, and what we were doing at college was figuring out what that was, and that we were looking for a calling, and that might be a verbal calling that we would get from the divine. And we became less comfortable with that over time. But then we started talking about it, and so I went to see a professor when I was a dean who was a good theologian and did a lot of writing on vocation. And I said, Bill, help me understand this. How do students who don't particularly think about being called out by the divine, how do they fit in with this idea of being called, having a vocation? And he said, it's because their grandmother called them to greatness, and their kindergarten teacher, and their coach, and so many people called them to greatness. And that's what a call means. And many of you talked about how your parents and grandparents were important in your lives. That's the calling that you've heard. It's ever so important. You may not agree with everything your grandmother says or your kindergarten teacher says. You might think they're too liberal or too conservative. They might not worship the way you do or vote the way you do. But they weren't asking you to believe what they believe. They were asking you to believe in yourselves. Important topic. And then finally, let's close with an idea that I also heard from our student presentations. And that is that the world is different than colleges. You're not going out there to work for a bunch of English professors who will say, oh my goodness, what a well-reasoned statement you've made. You make great use of data in there. Right? The world somehow doesn't care nearly as much about that as you think. You'll find that you give people an argument, and they listen to you, and they'll say, oh, that sounds like it makes sense, but it doesn't. Right? And they won't have any reason it doesn't make it. It just doesn't make sense because I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. And that was very troubling when I first heard that. It was troubling when someone said to me, if you want to be a president, you ought to be tall. That didn't seem right, right? It didn't seem like the way in which you ought to persuade people. But then I remembered my ancient rhetoric course when I started my graduate career. And I think it was Aristotle who says, yes, logic is important, but people also have to believe in you. And they have to believe you care about them. And those are both equally important. And as I listened to student speeches, there was comments about how you would do that. How would you let students know that you cared about them? And how would you cause them to believe in you? And perhaps just to summarize, the easiest idea might be, you know, if you cared for them, if you loved them, right? If you loved your neighbor, right? It would say, I care about you. I want you to be happy. And that goes a long way when mixed with logic. So you have your ethical appeal and your emotional appeal fit with your logical appeal. So logic is still important, helps you figure things out. But don't forget to let people know that you love them, right? It kind of comes back to that, what's the one rule that's most important? Love your neighbors. So maybe it's not as complicated as all that. Thanks for coming to Albion College, and thanks for listening.
President Webster, it is now my honor to present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts. They have completed their respective programs of study, and the faculty has approved their qualifications. It's a pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of the degrees.
Members of the class of 2024, please rise. By the authority vested in me by the state of Michigan and by vote of the faculty and the Board of Trustees of Albion College, I hereby confer upon you, individually and collectively, your respective degrees, Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Fine Arts, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. To symbolize your new status, you may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations. Will the class please be seated? You're coming forward soon. It's happening. The candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts will now be presented individually to receive their diplomas. Provost Lewis will introduce the graduates.
Will the marshals please bring the graduates forward? Emily Rose Abramczyk, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Aiden J. Adams, cum laude. Michael Daniel Adante, Jr. Gabrielle Grace Annan. Lara Alicia Alcaraz. Olivia Lauren Alexander, magna cum laude. Nyasia M. Alexander Edmond. Anthony E. Allen, Jr. Tanya Guadalupe Almanza, cum laude. Rory John Michael Angut, cum laude. Madeline May Archambault. Michaela Armour. Colette Askins. Philip R. Akama, magna cum laude. Irving Aviles. Donna Cassandra Avina, cum laude with Albion College honors. Henry A. Bacalor, summa cum laude. Nicholas D. Beydoun. Sabrina A. Bema. Guillermo Baird. Ray Lynn Baker, magna cum laude. Holly Monet Ballantyne. Victoria Kendall Loki Baylog, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Shannon Cash Barba, magna cum laude with Albion College honors. Adrian Barden, Jr. Annika Mary Batra. Rachel Catherine Belf, magna cum laude. Jacob P. Beement, summa cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Black, summa cum laude. James Benjamin Bloomfield, summa cum laude. Alvin B. Bonner, Jr. Congratulations. Ashley Marie Sue Booth, cum laude. Jewel Paris Masunje Au Bugoin. William C. Bernius III. Houston Darnell Bowen, Jr. Madden Saunders Brady. Mariah Noel Brenz, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Madison Pamela Jo Briley. Theodore Paul Earl Brimblecombe, magna cum laude. Kai Bristow. Madeline Dora Budd, summa cum laude. Cass Burgess, magna cum laude. Lauren Michelle Busuto, magna cum laude. Jamie Grace Butts, magna cum laude. Isaac Atticus Bird, cum laude. Andrew Cameron, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Brandon Michael Camfield, summa cum laude. Avery Marion Campbell, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Eddie James Cardew, summa cum laude. Bryn Kavanaugh, magna cum laude. Demario J. Chapman. Quincy Mary Ann Cheney. Kip Kano Clark, Jr. Scott William Clippert. Madison T. Coburn. Virginia Grace Ann Cole. Abigail R. Coleman, cum laude. Reese Jacob Comerford, cum laude. Courtney Jean Companion. Everett O'Hara Conley. Jamari Anthony Cox. Grayson K. Davis. Madison Rain Davis, magna cum laude. Riley E. Davis, summa cum laude. Santiana Michelle Davis. Oceil Omar de la Fuente Tavira. Audrey E. DeWaters. Mateo Diaz. Nayarit Diaz. Elizabeth M. Dix, cum laude with Albion College honors. Sky Portia Margaret Dixon. Amanda Duncan Williams. Jayla Dupree. Devin N. Easterwood. Marley Brianne Edgel. Debrea Jolena Rose Edwards. Courtney Nicole Ellis. Peyton William Ellis, magna cum laude. Jennifer Naduka Emeka. Michaela May England, cum laude. Jasmine Espinosa Ramirez, cum laude. Nicholas P. Fannin. Lauren Brooke Farley, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Classity Amor Monet Fate. Evan C. Finesse. Brianna Marie Fitz. Sabrina E. Fitzgerald, magna cum laude with Albion College honors. Jonathan Flores. Catherine Flynn, cum laude. Olivia Grace Fonderen, summa cum laude. Clayton J. Fox. Emmanuel Fuentes Padilla, summa cum laude. Victoria Maxine Fuller. Lazoya Zayshel Gamble. Anudari Gansuk, summa cum laude. Nikita Ziera Renee Garner. Natia Sierra Lene Garner. Delaney Carol Garnon, cum laude. Sage Alexandria Gettings. Mackenzie Susan Gillette, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Rachel Page Goike, cum laude. Zachary D. Gonzalez, cum laude. Brandon Gonzalez Broski, cum laude. Armand Lewis Gordon, Jr. Kelly N. Guadarrama. Kylie Rose Haddad, magna cum laude. Justin C. Hamilton Klein, Jr. Natalie Jane Harkness, summa cum laude. Brandon Hurrell, cum laude. Allison K. Harvey, summa cum laude. Tate Allen Herman, summa cum laude. Moniqua Hernandez, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Caitlin Danielle Hernandez, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Nathaniel James Harula, cum laude. Master T. Hill. Eddie T. Hines, cum laude. Orion Hauer, summa cum laude. Cheyenne Caitlin Hunter. Rana Hannah Huways, summa cum laude. Brendan R. Latrobe. Ozaze Imohe. Amina Injanash, cum laude with Albion College honors. Nicholas R. Johns, cum laude. Delia Yuna Johnson, cum laude with Albion College honors. Eric T. Johnson. Justin R. Johnson. Kaylee Diane Johnson. Jaith J. Joseph, cum laude. Jacqueline Rose Josephchek, cum laude. Jacqueline Demetra Kalis, summa cum laude. Zachary Jacob Puja. Jenna M. Kekich, magna cum laude. Terrence Latrell Kendricks. Diana Giovanna Elizabeth Kernan, summa cum laude. Kylie Louise Klotz, summa cum laude. Nicholas M. Cosmas. Zachary Lee Kruger. Joseph William Kazook, summa cum laude. Megan Adina Lasky, summa cum laude. Danielle Lauer. Oh, Olivia Danielle Lauer. Sorry about that. Jesus Amari Leana Crustitla. Stephanie Ledesma Gonzalez, magna cum laude with Albion College honors. Lamar L. Lee. Sheridan H. Leinbach, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Michaela Nashe Lewis. Anna Elizabeth Lowe, magna cum laude. Jesse Alejandro Lopez. Juan Pablo Lopez, cum laude. Jordan Thomas Lukatka, magna cum laude. Dior Love. Avid A. Lotishir. Joia Chanel Lynham. Brooklyn Sarah Lios, magna cum laude. Aline Fernanda Malagón, cum laude. Drake Emerson Malcolm. Mackenzie Marie Malcolm. Madeline J. Mannion, cum laude. Olivia M. Martinez, magna cum laude. Dulce Daniela Martinez Chavez. Gabriel Eli Mata. Isaac Theodore May, summa cum laude. Zachary Jeffrey Mazoe. Savannah Rose McDonald. Paige Riley McDowell, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Matthew Hunter McGann. Sydney Michelle Vanita McGurn. Logan M. McLaughlin, magna cum laude with Albion College honors. Connor Walton McPartlin, cum laude. Chloe Grace Miller. Owen Michael Miller. Caesar David Miranda. Dylan James Mitchell. Rodney Durrell Mitchell, cum laude with Albion College honors. Sandy Montes de Oca. Ezra Russell Moore, cum laude. Alexis Gabrielle Guanxi Mas, magna cum laude. McKenna Patrice Mullen. Karina E. Munoz. Enrique Remsis Murillo, III. Darrell Jose Murray, Jr. Bilgun Nar Mandak, cum laude. Quinn Alexandria Natchke, summa cum laude. Tate Stephen Nelson, cum laude. Jared Nathaniel Newsom, cum laude. Cabria L. Newton. Kaylin M. Nicholson, cum laude. Delia R. Nevis, summa cum laude. Nigel Kalechi Honorary. Camden Patrick Orlando. Cora Elisa Orris. Braylon S. Padilla. Eric K. Pates. Diamond Tierra Patrick. Mara Emily Pilgrim, magna cum laude. Gregory Jean Piscopink III. Larry Lorenzo Platt. Aaliyah Mahogany Poole. Marissa Michelle Price, cum laude with Albion College honors. Kaylin Privet. Ronald A. Pakowski. Madeline Gale Race, magna cum laude with Albion College honors. Cynthia Ramirez. Mitchell Raphael, magna cum laude. Matthew R. Record. Sathwik Venkat Reddy. Veda Reddy, cum laude. Alora Davis Reed, summa cum laude. Ashlyn Rose Reed, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Lauren Lisa Marie Reed. Hayden Lee Rentschler, summa cum laude. Jalen N. Riley. Luke David Rivard, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Leslie Elaine Rivas, summa cum laude. Noelle Anazi Robert, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Kylie Lynn Roberts, magna cum laude. Watchin Shirley Roberts. Devon M. Robinson. Jare Dee Robinson. Shaylin E. Robinson, cum laude. Juan Geraldo Rodriguez Garcia. Mackenzie Elizabeth Rogers, cum laude. Nautica Imani Rogers. Vanessa Rojo Merida, magna cum laude. Noah V. Rollison, summa cum laude. Monica Medley Rosas, cum laude. Abigail A. Rose, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Marie Rundell. Aiden William Ryan. Dima H. Said, cum laude. Marcus Sanders. Daniel Everett Saunders, summa cum laude. Jenna Grace Shanky, summa cum laude. Alexander E. Shaheen. Uma S. Shuford Williams, magna cum laude. Catherine Caroline Simpkins, cum laude. Jocelyn Marie Singer. Ayana Akiva Elizabeth Singletary. Naya R. Singleton Anderson. Chase Andrew Smith. Melena Anne-Marie Solis. Jackson, Melena had cum laude. I missed that. Congratulations, Melena. Jackson Chase Stanton, magna cum laude. Sarah Rochelle Starkey. Elijah Dean Stainer, magna cum laude. Austin William Stoll. Sarah Stone. James Mason Story, summa cum laude. Sarah Mackenzie Stovall, summa cum laude. Tiffany M. Stribling Washington. Hannah J. Stutler, summa cum laude with Albion College honors. Brett Allen Swatton, magna cum laude. Samuel B. Swift, cum laude. W. Colby Taylor Browning. Yaziana N. Terry. Griffin L. Thompson. Brooklyn Amanda Tripp. Binduria Tumurchulun, magna cum laude. Jordan Tutt. Elise S. Vermilia, summa cum laude. Ariel E. Vermilia, magna cum laude. McKaylee Page View, summa cum laude. Brandon Michael Villanueva. Vaughn Vinson. Paul Devon Volesky, summa cum laude. Savannah T. Waddick, cum laude. Cassidy Lynn Wakula. Audrey Nicole Waldo, cum laude. Lindsay A. Walicki, cum laude. Nathan Russell Ward, cum laude. Sean A. Wells. Cameron J. Williams. Robert S. W. Willis. Dante Terrell Anderson Wilson. Jalen Armand Woodfork Rogers. DeMarco Knowledge Wright. Donovan Eugene Wright. Vanessa Ilana Ibarra. Alexander John Zako. Tony Neeson Zangdunga. Andrew Ward Zahner, summa cum laude. Riley Ann Zoll, cum laude with Albion College honors.
Congratulations, class of 2024. Can we give another round of applause, please? At this time, I'm pleased to welcome to the podium Professor of Mathematics and Computer Science, Dave Ryman, who will give the faculty farewell address. Professor Ryman provided the welcome address to the class of 2024 virtually at their convocation in the fall of 2020. And as is customary, the same faculty member who provides the welcome for the class upon arrival offers them a farewell on behalf of the college at commencement. A biography of Professor Ryman is included in the program. Please welcome Professor Dave Ryman.
Thank you for that kind introduction. Greetings to everyone celebrating this special day. Class of 2024, life is a wonderful journey, and today you've reached a major milestone. Completing your Albion education has been your quest the past 4 years. You came here anxious about starting college during a raging pandemic, but excited about the opportunities at Albion. You learned to navigate college life in the midst of numerous challenges, and with the help of many of those present here today, you persevered. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Class of 2024, we are wayfarers along life's journey. We are guided by beacons, physical and metaphorical, that aid our travels. The many lighthouses that dot our shores warn us of dangers and guide us to safe ports. Even with modern technologies, lighthouses still play a notable role for mariners. We look for those beacons. Southeast of Boston is the Minot's Ledge Light. It's an important navigational signal that flashes its beacon with a distinctive 1-4-3 pattern. One flash, then 4 flashes, then 3 flashes. Locals refer to it as the I love you light because the digits 1, 4, 3 correspond to the number of letters in each word of the phrase, I love you. Class of 2024, take a few moments to reflect on the beacons in your life, those here and elsewhere, family members and friends that sacrificed and supported you to get to this day. Take time after the ceremony to thank them for their love and support. Their beacons shine for you even through the storms of your personal struggles. You are also a beacon to others who are navigating the rough seas of life. Your presence provides hope and comfort to many, some that you see and some that only see you. You are someone's lighthouse. For faculty, knowledge and learning serve as beacons. Knowledge is never complete nor perfect. Even so, we strive to shed light on the mysteries of our world. We have been honored the past 4 years to share those insights with you. Your education is an enduring beacon that will forever burn bright. Class of 2024, the world needs beacons. This world needs beacons to continually remind us of the deep connections we share with the 8 billion others linked in the fragile web of life cohabiting this tiny planet. This world needs beacons to shine the light of hope and understanding into the dark chasms that all too frequently separate us from others. This world needs beacons. This world needs beacons that only you can provide. Where there is uncertainty, be a beacon. Where there is conflict, be a beacon. Where there is injustice, be a beacon. Where there is oppression, be a beacon. Where there is inequity, be a beacon. Where there are people in need, be a beacon. The beacons that burn inside each one of you have the power to change the world. Today, we send you out to be those beacons. Your time as an Albion student has come to a close. We will miss you, but we want to hear about your journeys. Stay connected with us. Let us help you achieve your goals and celebrate your successes. Some of my favorite moments as a professor are catching up with former students. Alumni, like you, are my beacons. Today, you will board the ship of dreams that is awaiting you. It will carry you to begin new adventures in our ever-changing world. Despite the best preparation, at times the journey will be hard. There will be no precise map to guide you. Look to your beacons. Be a beacon for others. As you ponder the vast unknowns before you, I'm sure you are filled with both anxiousness and anticipation. It is difficult to imagine what challenges you will face and the joys you will discover, but know that Albion will always be a beacon that lights your pathway far from home through the distant days. Farewell on your journeys.
The thing I'll miss most about my experience here in Albion is probably just the people. It's such like a tight-knit community. Like if you're walking down the sidewalk, you're bound to see someone that you know and that you're friends with. So I'm really just gonna miss that sense of like overall like I know everyone here. It's comforting. You know, it's like a community.
The thing I miss most at Albion is all the amazing people I met, from my friends to staff. I just met the most amazing people here, and I miss them so much.
I will definitely miss the connections, the people, the environment, the trio lounge, like the sociability, and especially the event.
I think what I'm gonna miss most about Albion is the friendships and the connections I've built here. Definitely gonna miss a lot of my professors who I've gone very fond of. Gonna miss the conversations, the advice that they would give me. So I think that's the biggest thing I'm gonna miss about this place.
That's a good question. What I think I would miss most is really like the community and the vibe here. Like I feel I've been here for 4 years. I done got accustomed to like this place, and like I really feel a sense of connection here, you know? So it's like, it feels like home.
The thing I'm looking forward to next most probably has to be going into teaching. As someone who's going into education, I'm really looking forward to actually going out and engaging in the workforce, going and being a teacher, being in the classroom. So I'm really looking forward to having my own classroom in the near future.
I am most excited for the connections I will continue to build outside of Albion. I think Albion equipped me with the skills that I needed to get out of my comfort zone and meet new people. So I'm going to take those same traits and skills and do that in the real world.
I'm just excited to go home and share my English and like teach people how to make poetry and be good at stuff.
Well, I'm excited because through Albion, I'm able to get an understanding of how schooling here in the U.S. work as an international student. So I feel like from learning here at Albion, I already know what to expect and what kind of educational system to expect out there.
Albion has prepared me for like my next steps in multitudes of ways, but I think the most important is being able to connect with people authentically and genuinely, and being able to network. I've done a lot of networking events on campus, and so being able to take that into the corporate world is what I think is the biggest thing I got.
Albion's prepared me monumentally, mainly through the teacher education program. Without the help of the Fritz Shermer Center for Teacher Development or the TEP program, I would not be able to be the teacher I want to be.
The English department is next level. They are, and they're serious about their job, and they're serious about teaching people how to love writing, reading, and speaking. And that department over these years has really just pushed me and kept me going.
I feel like Albion has definitely equipped me with the tools and the skill sets that I need to move into any career field that I pursue. It honestly has gotten my public speaking way better. It's gotten me prepared, exposed to a lot of different avenues. And honestly, it really just diversified me and having me more open-minded.
Albion has pushed me beyond my limits, especially as an international student who schooled out of the country most of my life. Coming here taught me different approaches to understanding my lesson, to always talk to my professors, and just feeling comfortable around them. So pushing me beyond my limits and showing me different techniques is one thing I'm grateful to Albion for.
Albion has definitely prepared me for hard life challenges and like making steps to correctly deal with them, and also using the people around you for correct communication.
I was actually 15 when I started here as a freshman, so I've sort of grown up here at Albion. So it's given me like pretty much everything. I feel like I have good connections, good skills in like networking with people, and leadership skills, good education, like good knowledge, like lots of opportunities that I feel like I've tried my best to take full advantage of, and I'm just really grateful for everything that they've done for me.
The biggest thing from my 4 years is to be resilient, to never give up, and to just persevere to the best of your ability. You never know what life's gonna throw at you, the pandemic and everything. So just keep your head up, never give up.
This year, the senior class has worked very hard to raise funds for a senior class gift to the college. They did a lot of marketing and fun events, like Pie the President, to incentivize their classmates to donate to the college. And let's just say it was a very long afternoon, and I definitely needed a shower afterwards. Among those leading the campaign were Emily Abramczyk, Rodney Mitchell, Holly Ballantyne, Savannah Waddick, and Kat Simpkins. Together, they will present the gift and tell us the story behind how the funds will be used here at Albion.
Hi again, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2024. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the 2024 Senior Class Gift Leadership Team. My name is Rodney, and I am the fundraising chair. On stage with me is our marketing chair, Holly. Our outreach chair, Catherine. Our social media chair, Savannah. And our wonderful secretary, Emily.
For this year's project, seniors chose to support the Cutler Center Cap and Gown Rental Program. Each year, the Cutler Center aims to purchase 10 caps and gowns for seniors to rent for graduation. The mission of this program is to ensure that all seniors are able to proudly wear commencement regalia as they walk across the stage to receive their degree. As the price of caps and gowns continue to increase, they become harder and harder for college students to afford.
Our goal in choosing this fund was to alleviate financial stress for students getting their caps and gowns. Many students can't afford their regalia nowadays. For the class of 2024, it is especially important to us that all students feel confident and celebrated on their commencement day. Our choice of a project this year parallels our lack of a graduation in high school. For a lot of us, this is the only chance we get to graduate. So we want to make sure we're doing it right and leaving our handprint on the college.
We're proud to share that a total of 96 seniors participated in senior class gift activities. So far this year, we've raised $2,344, which is enough to purchase roughly 34 caps and gowns for the Cutler Center. And our total is still growing. If you'd like to support senior class gift with a donation to our project, there's absolutely still time.
Finally, we'd like to thank our supporters. To President Webster, thank you for your brave efforts at our Pie the President event, as well as your support all semester long. To everyone who donated, thank you for the gifts in support of our students. Thank you to Campus Life and your assistance with our events throughout the semester. To the Cutler Center and Chris Barry, thank you for all that you do for your students with the Cap and Gown Rental Program. To Cliff Harris and Eddie Visco, thank you for your volunteerism despite the dunk tank not working out this year. SCG 2025 awaits. Finally, thank you to Institutional Advancement and to our advisor, Jordan. It's a great day to be a Brit.
Congratulations, class of 2024. What a journey you've been on. It starts with no high school graduation, then months of face masks and computer screens instead of classrooms, and those awful, awful COVID tests. I commend you for making it because of your sheer determination and your resilience. I'm Ted Everingham, class of 1961 and president of the Albion College Alumni Association. We all came to campus from different places, and in your case and mine, at vastly different times. But when we arrived, we each became part of the same vast Albion family. These are the people who supported us during our college years in ways seen and unseen, with scholarships, internships, dinners, Greek life. They supported us every step of the way. And they're with us now as we're with you as you begin your next chapter. Let us each pledge that we will pass on to those who follow the gifts that we received from those who went before. Let's be engaged. Let's stay in touch. Let's volunteer. Let's get back to campus, homecoming, for example, and let's support the annual fund. Remember, Albion needs us just as we needed Albion. Your alumni family wishes each of you a career of accomplishment and a life of thoughtful intention and purpose. Congratulations, Godspeed, and go Brits!
Hi everyone, my name is Chuck Cateau and I'm the incoming president of the Albion College Alumni Association. I was in your shoes exactly 8 years ago celebrating commencement with the class of 2016. I want you all to take a moment and reflect on the past 4 years and in the many ways that your life has been touched by alumni, whether that be through scholarships, networking, internships, Greek life, and beyond. Alumni were there many steps the way supporting you and cheering you on. Once you cross that stage, you'll join the ranks of the Albion College Alumni Network, and the responsibility falls to you to pay it forward to the next generation of Britons. Albion needs you as an alumni just as you needed Albion during the last 4 years. I invite you to get involved, whether attending local alumni gatherings, referring students to admissions, volunteering on campus, hiring an Albion student as an intern at your place of work, or giving to the annual fund. Remember, a gift, no matter the size, makes a difference in the lives of our students. Congratulations to the class of 2024, and I look forward to being back on campus celebrating with you.
At this time, members of the Albion College Concert Choir and Symphonic Wind Ensemble will now lead us in the college hymn, Albion, Dear Albion. Please rise and join in singing as you are able, and the words are in your program. Please be seated. We're almost there. Well, it really is a great day to be a Brit. Class of 2024, congratulations. We are very proud of you. I know you will leave here today using what you've learned during your time at Albion to make a difference in your communities, your places of employment, and the world. And as your classmate Cass Burgess said this morning, you will change the world. There's no doubt about that. Our campus is better for your contributions, and you are prepared to lead and give back to the world because of what you've learned and experienced here. Shine in a way that only an Albion graduate can, and never forget this place, these people, and your college. Lux Fiat, Yo Triumphe, go be great. Graduates, please join faculty at the following locations to say goodbye. And I'm pointing because your families need to know this. You know this. Vogelmore Hall, English, Modern Languages, Philosophy, and Religious Studies will meet there. Anthropology, Communication Studies, Economics and Management, Ethnic Studies, Ford Institute, Gerstacker Institute, History, International Studies, Poli-Sci, Psychology, Women and Gender and Sexuality Studies will meet in front of Robinson Hall. Art and Art History, Education, Exercise Science, Kinesiology, Music and Theater will meet in front of the Kellogg Center. And Biology, Chemistry, Geological Sciences, Mathematics, and Computer Science and Physics will meet in front of the observatory. So to our guests joining us today, thank you for joining us. This officially concludes our program. Our recessional will begin shortly. We ask the audience and the graduates remain seated until the academic procession has withdrawn from the seating area. Professor McWhirter, you please lead the recessional.